Good morning.
Afternoon, my friend.
Good evening.
How are we all doing today?
I feel like we're doing pretty well today. How are we doing? Chat. Conrad. My friend. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. Good evening. And welcome to the Good Morning, Afternoon, Evening show. Today is March 11th, 2022. I literally almost said 2023, folks, because time is flying. I'm having fun, you know what I mean? Friends, it's 6:09 p.m. my local time, but it may be March 12th, 2022, where you are, if you're joining us from the Asia-Pacific region, if you're joining us in Australia, if you're joining in India, Africa, the Eurozone, or anywhere that's not North and South America. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen, where we play the games that you create. With the exception of, during this wonderful time, it is Alpha Season 2. And you can see here on the screen some footage from the newest piece of content that you can check out right now inside the metaverse, The Edge of the Abyss social space. This is a hugely vertical space. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, we're going to check it out here on the live. Yesterday, we played through Draculas Castle, the first Game Maker Fund created game. And that included over 30 quests. So today is going to be a little bit more laid back. We're going to have more chances to answer your questions here in the chat, as it is a lovely Friday evening. Also, when we are not in the alpha on Fridays, we will cover, to the best of my ability to tell you, because some things are under non-disclosure agreement, patch notes and updates and changes that have happened inside the metaverse throughout the week. But right now, I am both inside the alpha hub, hanging in the lobby, getting ready to get started. Hey, my outfit changed to blue. It was not blue before. Oh, it's because I'm wearing the Ukraine clothing. I forgot about that. So I changed the color. Very cool.
Joseph, I may be already echoing for everybody.
Oh, you totally are. I fixed that now.
Yeah.
Just now. There's a button for that.
Thank you so much, Joseph. I was afraid to talk because some of the chatters were calling me out for it, going to alien voice, and I was like, okay, hold on a second.
There it is.
I'll just wait.
Yeah, so folks, for those of you who don't know, as we come into this, we have like a little pre-show kind of wrap up to be sure that we're all on the same page about the content, about the production, all that sort of stuff. We do sound checks, and then I have to literally push a button on a piece of hardware I have just off to my right to mute our Discord chat that we did the pre-show in, so that we don't have crosstalk and you guys don't have to see and deal with all that as we have the nice elevator music play. So we're opening up a little bit of the details right there. And ladies and gentlemen, throughout this live stream, you're going to have 2 opportunities to win an Alpha Season 2 pass. Those will be distributed next Thursday, and 1 opportunity to win a wearable NFT that comes exclusively from these Sandbox official streams. Of course, we're setting up a whole bunch of stuff. Let me see, and I'm seeing the chat here. Sparky Snickle says, Joe's just trying to silence Conrad. Let me tell you something. Sparky Snickle.
if you really wanted to,
viewer,
you really could.
I literally have that button. I have that button. I can also pause it so that Conrad is just frozen forever. Like I can push a pause button, so even though his camera is streaming out, he'd just be like,
right.
And never think it was broken. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so let's get it going. Let's talk about what's going on, what's new in the metaverse today. Of course, you've got the huge vertical space that was the Edge of the Abyss. That has unlocked. You guys may have already had a chance to play that, as it has been unlocked since about 12 hours ago, 13 hours ago it unlocked. And then the contest, however, another opportunity for you to win Alpha Season 2 passes, because you guys, of course, you're going to want to get those passes. There's still thousands to distribute out of the 10,000 that were available. So one of the ways that you can do this is take a selfie with Papa Smurf. All right, and it shows that it's in the Edge of the Abyss, so you'll have an opportunity to do that. And you can see some people already having done that in the chat here. And one thing that I would note, as this question comes up all the time, is if you're having issues with submitting the contest. All right, the first thing is, in order to submit, you go to the alpha section right here. You go to contests. After you've taken your screenshot, of course, you're going to want to make sure you take that screenshot first. Then you go to contest, you click participate on here. And when you participate, I recommend that you leave everything the way that it is, except you add a little text at the end, maybe, like I did the other day, right? And then let me see if I can verify that, the one that I did from, there we go. So I verified the entry that I made yesterday. And as you recall yesterday, the community thought it was real funny. And I did too. And Alex actually edited like a laser background. I uploaded a picture that I had taken for a school district when I was staff over there. And
the laser beams are my favorite.
I'm Dracula now. Yeah,
right.
And the laser beams were just
it's great. Great touch.
You guys memes all day, right? So now I'm Dracula. Anyway, so this is, make sure you participate, and once you've participated, you verify. If there is an issue with your verification, don't worry. You can verify at any point as long as you verify before the last day here. All right, so
right.
Another bit to note, so that alpha contest, the Edge of the Abyss, taking the selfie with Papa Smurf. There was, as is every week, we refill the pool in staking over at Sandbox.game. But there is a small network issue going on with the Polygon network, specifically with regards to the service Tendermint implementation used by one of the two layers of the Polygon proof of stake chain. All users and funds data remain secure, but there's a potential threat of Polygon proof of stake users experiencing downtime sporadically. As that is true, we will be refilling the pool at a later time. So look forward to that pool being updated soon, and that is relevant to your staking over here and relevant to the community booster. A couple of updates that have happened this week, as you guys have been giving feedback, and thank you so much for doing that. Right now, you can see there is a projected end of season score for the Season 2 Community Booster. Right now we're projecting, at this rate, a 92% based on the M-Sand that has been staked thus far. So when you're thinking about your Season Pass, if you win one, and the sand that you can earn therein, we're at 92% on the projection right now. Meaning, if we get to 100%, then we will not just earn the 500 sand that you can earn from completing the quest, but that will be additive. You'll get another 92% of that 500. If you can get it to 100%, of course, you're going to double your 500. So each person who wins that season pass can have 1,000 sand tokens. So as much as you can contribute, if you want to help the community out, go to the staking and make sure you're staking on the Polygon mainnet with M-Sand. So that the next claim for those earnings, you can see the amount here that I have is 2 days, 23 hours from now. But relevant to what we were just talking about, the weekly rewards right now, still say 0, as that pool of 500,000 tokens has been distributed evenly and slowly until the end of such a timer. And so that'll get refilled and the redistribution will continue shortly after. And then, let's see, this was asked yesterday and we wrote an article about it. Sand ETH staking pool update. Time to claim your rewards. The Sand ETH staking pool program is coming to an end, but rewarding new M-Sand options are ready. So the Sand ETH staking pool rewards has finished, but don't be sad after claiming and withdrawing your Sand rewards. There are new staking options with even more rewards. All right, the Sand ETH program has been very successful, and we want to thank all the users who participated. As of Friday, March 3rd, the program has concluded. No further rewards will be distributed. However, with every ending comes a new beginning, and this means there are even better ways to get rewarded for staking. And you can participate in them without paying gas fees. All right. The M-Sand staking pool got introduced in February of 2022 through a service called Biconomy. This program is open to everyone on the Layer 2 Polygon network. All right, and then the M-Sand Matic pool also gets that allocation therein. So you guys know about that. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're just joining us and you're thinking about staking. When these do refill, which should be very shortly, if not tomorrow, it would be as late as Monday, I would say. We want to make sure that Polygon has that update applied first. But the APRs are pretty solid on this for a very stable asset as Sand has been. It's nice to see these returns that you could possibly get there. And then the M-Sand Matic pool, if you're providing to that, it's a little bit higher, but it doesn't, the M-Sand Matic pool, because this question comes up, does not apply to the community booster for this alpha. So just keep that in mind. And then Conrad, one more thing, as you're probably already queuing up a whole bunch of questions.
I got a ton. Can you give me that link, though, so I can resend that into chat?
Which one?
That way, for the staking ETH Sand that you just pulled up, the Medium article?
Sure. That's medium.com/sandbox-game. All right.
Oh, yeah. Just send that to me in our little private chat, and I'll send it out to the world.
I got to send it here in our little public chat right here. Now everybody knows about our secrets.
Oh.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, no.
Just kidding. There's no real secrets. All right, so the last thing I want to talk about is the only thing I mean, it's very rare that we discuss this, but I think it's impactful enough to enough people in our community, and it's certainly impactful enough with regards to our partnerships that we have made here at the Sandbox Game. And there was something very important said in here around the threads around this, and they had said that we want to increase the size of the pie, not just cut a slice out of it, right? So I'm talking about 2 hours ago, there was an announcement made by an Animoca Brands peer and a partner in multiple different respects from the Bored Ape Yacht Club, the CryptoPunks, and the MeBits. Yuga Labs has acquired CryptoPunks and MeBits. So I want to say congratulations to those folks who own those now. You have full commercial rights to those assets, which kind of sets it apart. And we're interested to see where the future of Yuga Labs and the Sandbox goes with regards to these new assets, particularly because both of those types of assets, I think, happen to go very well with our voxel-based theme. Of course, MeBits is itself voxels, and CryptoPunks themselves are pixels. So I think both of those things work pretty well.
Pretty easy transition.
Exactly. It'll be very interesting to see how that translates as the years go by. An increased value, one of the critical things about their community that's really good is that they love to see the people who own those assets have those creative rights to do whatever they want. So it'll be interesting to see who's giving us a call over the coming months. But Conrad.
Alrighty. Well, before you get on to all of the patch notes and whatnot for the week, let's go ahead and go through a page of questions here. We got some folks concerned. Okay. We'll get to those concerns though. And remember, folks, if you got those questions, don't worry. I'm seeing you. As D-Electronics put in the chat, he can see me reading him. I've got to appreciate that. Give me a little chuckle while I'm going. Yeah. But alrighty. Our friends here, always impatient, especially Ivan today. Oh my goodness, Ivan. I see you, friend.
We got you.
We read all chats, Ivan. They're all equal. I may be wearing a Twitch hoodie today, but this is just because Holly's a partner, not me. I'm just borrowing it.
This guy gets free Twitch merch now?
It wasn't free.
Okay. You right.
Full price. Are you kidding me? You just got to represent. Alrighty. Our friend, Necked Marines, LOL. Yeah. It says, what do you do about the person who got 24 passes? What measures will you take in the future?
An individual received 24 passes, or that they sent them to themselves?
The chat is concerned about somebody getting 24 passes, though. I'm not even sure how that could happen.
So let's see really quickly what we can do about that.
Supposedly have been farmed? I don't know how you could farm anything here.
Yeah, I think with respect to that, like I said, this is going to kind of go back to. I'm going to try to find the page first on the alpha section that talks about where we can buy them, so that I can get the correct link on OpenSea. No nonsense, because this is important here. Contest. Here we go. Buy. I click buy. It takes me to the right asset. All right. So let's come down here and let's have a look at the. I think there's a way on here where I can see all the transfers, right? And see all the transfers, and it goes way back. Of course. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back into yesterday in order to see it. But I think when you look back at here. Well, how about this? This is the best way to check it out, right? Tokens transferred, token ID, click this. Okay, transfers, inventory, last traded, info. I don't usually do this live. I usually go back through all this data off stream. But here's the thing. If we have a situation where we see somebody has manipulated the system, it's very easy to disable their account. You know what I mean? Like it's on the moderation side to disable an account and say like, you know what? Yeah, like you had a pass, but now you don't get the sand because you tried to rig the game, and that sort of thing. But once again, there's a certain point where, you know, all the measures that a person can take, we're taking. We've implemented 5 different anti-bot measures that you've seen in the recent map. Sales of lands. We've got measures of the new contest system, which means that each person would have to have an individual account. We've got measures where, you know, the individual IPs and all of those things. So if you have to have an individual email, individual IP, individual account, you've got to pass the CAPTCHAs, then you've got somebody who worked really hard, essentially, to, if they did get that many as an individual. Now, alternatively, you could also have somebody who's got a lot of friends, and they're all like, well, I don't know, what about this crypto stuff? You know what I mean? And
I hear you there, Joseph, but this seems to be a pretty open and closed case, if you ask me. If it is there on the blockchain, though, I'm going to be looking at it afterwards, because it's all public record.
Sure. Yeah, Kevin Mai asks, will there be a Wizzy Hat giveaway? Yes, we will. We will do one.
Oh, yes. We will get to that. Alrighty. But so let's go through our page of questions here. And now that we got that big elephant in the room out of the way, sure. Our friend Insanity 961. Once again, Insanity, I see you, friend. Does the Alpha Pass have more quests, or does it get any special features than other than earning the sand?
There's one big party at the end for Alpha Pass holders.
And then as we were holding on to Season 1 Alpha Pass, we just got that alert for the shield, right?
Yes, that's true. The Season 1 has the benefit of getting additional tickets to increase your chances of getting the pass. And then, yeah, you've got the Alpha 1 or the Alpha equipment shield that was a surprise benefit to everybody who had the Season 1 pass. So what does Season 2 pass have in store? There's any number of things that could come up, right? Like, we always want to continue to take your feedback and take it to the next level. So the Season 1 changed. It used to be 30 tickets. Then, you know, people said, well, that doesn't feel like enough value. We bumped it to 130. So, you know, just giving back.
Okay. And just so you guys know, it is not too late to start staking to earn those raffle tickets either. Hopefully that can clear that one up.
That's true.
Our friend Dancing Sweater.
Yeah.
Glad to have you here. Says, why was the Snoop Dogg's foreplays? I don't know why it says foreplays. Get moved back to the 6th.
That's the name of the experience.
Oh, is it really called foreplays? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg's foreplay. Yeah.
There's so many names, and that one just slipped right past me. Oh, man, how did I miss that? Alrighty. But did it get moved back to the 16th? Is what I'm seeing there?
Its release date is 16th of March, yeah.
Okay.
So sometimes that'll happen if because we are still constantly tweaking, adjusting, once again, taking your feedback on what is core, what is essential. So when we go through, like yesterday, I played the Draculas Castle event here while we were doing the chat. We played for about 45 minutes to an hour in the experience. I completed 8 out of 34 quests. If the feedback comes in, the short-term feedback that says, hey, this is too many quests, or it takes too long to do everything, or there was this or that glitch, right? We can review that while the foreplay experience, while Snoop Dogg's foreplay single player experience,
I am
features
so excited
15
to hop
quests here. There was one situation which, just thinking about offhand, where it wasn't really that obvious of how to do a quest, and I felt like I got stuck. And then I had another person who I was in a call with go like, wait, but you could just go around here and do it this way. Because the indicator was like, go to the kitchen. I knew where the kitchen was. I went to the kitchen. As I walked to the front door of the kitchen, you can't get in. I walk around the back, you can't get in. But you're supposed to like go around the back and I think like up a lattice or something, climb it like a ladder to get into the kitchen through the roof, basically. Okay. So it was one of those things where if you see the user feedback saying, well, these are too complex or they take too long or all these different things, then you try to adjust to that so we can adjust some of these experiences. And the other experiences that we know, they were in season 1 and relatively, we added a couple of quests, but it didn't change it all that much, just made it a little bit better. Those can be pushed up to allow us the time to work with what you're talking about, the feedback that the alpha is here for.
Right. Alrighty, Joe. And as we finish up this page of questions here, I got our friend Ray Dub saying the weekly rewards is 0. Does that mean the staking for weekly MSAN rewards is gone?
It's not gone. So we talked about right at the top of the show. Let me pull up this tweet one more time. Due to a maintenance issue with the Polygon bridge specifically, we'll refill the MSAN and MSAN-matic rewards will be delayed. But right now it will show 0. It'll be fixed soon. And this is related to this tweet from Polygon developers. The team is currently looking into an issue with the Tendermint implementation used by one of the 2 layers of the Polygon proof-of-stake chain. All users' funds and data remain secure, but there's a potential threat of the Polygon POS users experiencing downtime sporadically. So given that there's downtime on the network with that particular piece of their technology, we are going to have to wait until they say, okay, it's been patched, and then we can go and push that through. And it only takes, 3 minutes after that.
Okay. And finally, before we move on to patch notes, Randuxy says, will we need to complete every area in the Alpha 2 with 100% completion to get the full 5 levels?
No.
Because with Dracula being bugged, we won't be able to get 100%.
Right. You do not. There will be 200 total quests, and you'll need to complete 150 of them.
Okay.
So, theoretically, you could skip the Draculas Castle completely if you wanted to.
You heard it here, folks. Still bugged? Don't sweat it. Maybe come back to it another time. Or maybe just hang out with Foreplay,
Here we go. Soul Cancer says that the Draculas Castle developer said a new version will be pushed out on Monday.
Ooh, I'd like to get in that conversation. Because that guy did some work.
There's a lot. It's a big game. It's a lot of experience. Yeah.
For one person to do, that's stressful.
Yeah.
All right, Joe. What do we got here? What's hiding in your emails this week?
Oh, well, I didn't pull that, but let's do it. Here we go. I never close my email.
Right.
Let's see. Season 2. Dashboard monthly active users. As of Thursday, March 10th, we have over 1 million people. Monthly active users on the website. That's active users. So over 2 million people signed up and 1 million people using, which is really, really good. If you know anything about like the actual, what do you call it? Like, retention, user retention. That's crazy good. Let's see here. The alpha quests, the average quest per user right now is 25.5. And the average minutes needed to complete the quests for a day is just 9.2. So you guys are smashing out these quests. Love to see it. Love to see it. Let's see here. There is... Oh, hey, look at that. There is a presentation Friday on the 18th of March, 2022.
Oh, beans?
I can attend to get more insight for you guys. Which includes the roadmap 2022 through 2024 and possibilities of the Game Maker in the 0.6, 0.7 and after. So we'll have some more awesome for you.
Okay.
I got a raffle party stream coming up. That's new. I can share that with you guys. If you haven't already downloaded Game Client Hotfix 0.6.21, that was released just yesterday. So make sure you download the update to the Game Client if you haven't already. And let's see. Things that I can say might already be done for now. I'm going to get more on Monday, I think. But it's been a busy time, so we're prepping a big party for the end of the alpha right now. Party with you guys, not a party internally. All right.
Okay.
Big event. So look for that. Yes.
Is that real
says,
though?
What is a raffle party? Yes, we plan to be live here on this channel before and after the raffle drawing is taken. So it's a big live stream, separate from the Good Morning, Afternoon, Evening show. I think right now it's scheduled for 3 or 4 hours straight.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And some of that has included tentatively like 15 to 25 NFTs being given away, something like that on the stream. So it's going to practically just be like oops, all giveaways for you guys. But a big party. And as a note, I mentioned it when Conrad asked a little bit earlier, but we also have that party inside of an experience that's only available right here, Climbing Madness. This particular space releasing 31st March 2022, as I recall, and I could be wrong about this, but this may be the only experience that you have to have the Alpha Pass to play. I'm pretty sure this is where we have our little celebration. And so people, as a sort of for fun experience while we're in there, we're talking, we're doing the thing, we're going to have a little tournament of sorts, a racing style tournament in Climbing Madness, because you can see it has these 4 lanes from the preview image in the top right. They're identical race courses on both sides of the map. One side is the harder race, and the other side is the easier race. So folks who do get the Alpha Pass can be in the background doing these races. We can have some ambassadors in there helping, probably. I assume many of them are going to receive an Alpha Pass since they're going to be the most like engaged with the product. They're very likely to have picked them up.
I'm going to be hoping to win one here. Don't worry, folks.
There we go.
I'm right here with you.
There we go. So if we got that going, we're going to be streaming it live, having fun, giving away NFTs, and doing a bunch of other stuff. Kind of a celebration of the alpha, the sandbox, and looking into the future there. So get excited, and we'll see what's good. Let's see here. Charlie says you can also ask live support if they don't see your questions. So let me see.
We do, in fact, see all your guys' questions.
Yeah,
I am taking them down.
Because Luke Phillips has asked the same question probably like 3 or 4 times. Right. So yes, but we'll get to it. I just run on. I just talk a lot. You know what I mean?
Right. It can happen, but don't worry, folks. By the end of the night, we will get through at least 4 pages of questions. At least.
Oh, I want to answer this one right now. I'm going to cut you off to answer this because it's an important question. A Memariano Majarab. Sorry, I just destroyed your name. It's a very long name, and it's wonderful. I'm just an awful American. Hello, I received an email for Alpha Pass 2 NFT, but it's not in my wallet. Is that normal? You do have to claim the NFT, so make sure that you... What I would say is, if you go to Market and you type Alpha Pass, you can click the Season 2 Alpha Pass. And if you can claim it, it should have a claim button right down here in the corner.
I did just send out again the same.
Can you send that out one more time because it didn't go out to Twitch?
Yeah, I'll try again.
Okay, thank you. This stream is not going to be for 4 hours, Holly, but the stream that's coming up that is scheduled for the very last day, or the raffle day, right? 20 hours, or 20 days, 11 hours, 21 minutes, and 15 seconds from now. That stream will be a big stream. We're doing big things. But don't worry, Conrad.
Right.
Don't worry, Conrad.
Welcome to the show.
You don't have to be. You don't have to be super tired for that.
Oh, you know I'm going to be here for it anyways, right?
Okay. I'm here for it. I'm excited.
And just like Joseph, every once in a while I'm going to pick out a question too. Werewolf Pack. There are gun mechanics being implemented in the Game Maker right now. Some folks made some wonderful workarounds for the mechanic of shooting a missile, which was a lot of fun. But there are going to be some quality of life changes there. And Joe, earlier, did I hear you say Game Maker update?
Yes. The Game Maker, I think I've met, well, not everybody, some people are here for the first time. There is a major version update to the Game Maker. You saw a minor version update to the client, to the 0.6.21, but the Game Maker will be undergoing a 0.70 update at a certain point in the near future. I'm going to put that in like air quotes because it's a major update. And so when I discuss that update, I could put a timeline on it, but essentially there's a scope of work, and I'd say Q2 sometime in there. Q2 is the near future for that update. The interim updates in the meantime, there may be a couple other smaller patches, but we're talking about a huge suite of content addressing multiple different things that you guys have been talking about, including UI, UX changes so you can use search, all sorts of different things. So much more complicated things than that, but that's the things that we've already talked about on this show. So lots of huge updates coming in the future. But, we're here. We're in the alpha. So in the meantime here, Conrad, while we address these questions, I'm going to jump into Edge of the Abyss. Yeah,
and once again, you didn't finish out Dracula, did you?
I did not. I got 8 quests in on the live stream here. I didn't give it a go this morning. I was going to keep going with it. But once I had closed the client, I'm going to have to rerun it probably on the weekend like I did last time. I think last time on Sunday I got caught up on all my quests.
Well, don't forget that our friend Soul Cancer said that there was an announcement from the creator that there was going to be an update on Monday to try and fix some of those bugs. So don't worry, guys.
All right. Got 5 points of interest and Voxelite to grab. So this looks like a pretty standard social hub space.
Okay, well, yeah, as Joseph's is going through and getting all this figured out. There we go. Sorry, I just got a random update. Let's move on to some more questions here, folks. There's a lot more of them today. Friday shows always get that.
It's a good time.
It's a good time to do it on your own. It's a good time. So let's go. Our Morgan Price friend 369 over on YouTube says, "Can you get me in the Discord? I'm having troubles." What happens if we get locked out of the Discord, Joe?
Well, let me look at the Discord first, because there's a chance that the population is full. Unfortunately, every once in a while, we have to ask Discord to allow us to let more people in. So let's see. I don't know if I can check that number from here. Click. Nope, I can change the server profile.
Hey.
Anyway, so if you're having issues accessing the Discord, let me give you a link right now and we'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, then don't worry. Oh, I'm sorry. That one. Yeah, no. That's fine. That's good. I want to make sure I'm not trying to invite you to a private channel inside the Discord. But this is the Sandbox Game Discord. If that link doesn't work for you, if you're still having issues with that, I can look into it. Once again, it takes a little while longer, so it's hard to do on a live. But I can look into what the total population is right now, and if we hit one of the soft/hard caps, more recently we hit the 250,000 person cap. So when you hit that, Discord just straight away says like, nope, no more people, and you got to call them and be like, hey, but we have more people, and then, and then they might reopen it to expand it. Otherwise, we may have to go to a format where we start having, oh no, I fell really far. Having more community-based Discords and get people connected through the announcements channel.
Which could be a lot of fun. I imagine organizing that's going to be great.
It's not bad, really. Like, because you can, on your personal Discord channel, right? You can do the thing where you just follow the announcements and then the announcements announce the announcements to another Discord's announcements dog.
I heard you like announcements. Alrighty. Our friend Randuxy says Trezor. I can always never say that right. I keep wanting to say Trent Reznor. Totally different. The Trezor hardware wallet has dropped sand as an asset. Is this because of the switch to Polygon?
Yeah. Well, no. Okay. Yeah, Conrad, can you make sure that I address that note after the show too? Because I want to look in to see exactly why. It's still an ERC20 token, so there's no reason why they would drop that as something listed, but I'm not sure of the details, and I can get in a call with somebody and possibly get that fixed pretty quick.
We can try and get into the details on that one.
It's a good question. That's a really good question. I appreciate that.
Right. Our friend Matt on YouTube says, hey, why giveaways at the very end?
We do giveaways at the very beginning sometimes. You want to do one right now?
Why do we always wait, Joe? Why don't we do it right now? You want to do one right now? Let's get them right now.
I'm going to do one right now. I haven't even copied the forms today, Conrad.
I know you have.
Slacker, dude.
Did somebody say giveaway? I said giveaway.
Chat, you better be paying attention. Chatters. Chat. Excuse me.
Here we go.
Chat. If you don't have your audio on, I'm sorry.
You got to be paying attention. And the last giveaway, we're going to do something kind of fun for. It'll be a little different.
Wait, we can't do that. We actually can't do that yet.
We can't?
No, because never mind. I have to log into the Sandbox official on this computer to be able to do that.
Oh no, we don't have.
And we have 2FA, so I'm gonna organize it with Meta Nerd 69 says no marbles. Don't worry, we're gonna pull out the marbles one of these days. I just got to get with Alex to be able to do the marbles. Here we go. Forms.gle in the chat. Make sure you click that link. Fill it out if you'd like to win a Alpha Season 2 pass. An Alpha Season 2 pass para Español me quiero dos.
All right, well, that what's going on there. Mingos Kai says, how do I play this game? What I just see is run and jump and run, jump.
Sure.
It's very parkour based.
Yeah, what you're seeing here is mostly because this is not a competitive combat space or single player combat space. As we are in the early phases of the alpha, what we are primarily testing at this stage is when we're in multiplayer spaces, it's reliable connectivity as we continue to push the tech forward to have more and more people able to play. In a social space like this, most of the quests aren't going to be beating each other up because we can't beat each other up, you know? But we will, once again, continue to develop, and we'll get in some physics that'll allow users to interact with each other, which they currently cannot do directly. And then once they can, then you're going to start to see more of that multiplayer competition. And user-generated content is the core feature of this Sandbox game. All of these game jams that we've been hosting, you're seeing a lot of great games. As we get closer to the end, all of these that are listed as game jam right here, 12th, 13th of March, those are going to be some good days. 26th, 30th, 27th, 20, 19. good days, because those are all game jam games where people entered in a competition to see who can make the best game. And yeah.
Right. And you can always hop into the Game Maker to test out some of these things as well.
True.
Don't forget that a lot of these other experiences are going to be on the Game Maker, and they're not just parkour. And yes, you do not have to throw down caps in order to get us to see something. Just a reminder, folks. Daniel Barrera, we are making sure that only one person is allowed to submit one submission per form. Otherwise, it'll just kick you if you try and do it again. You won't even show up for us. You just automatically disqualify yourself. And speaking of playing with other people, Joe.
What's up?
What's that instance?
Oh, you're right. If you guys would like to join my social instance right now, I'm typing /instances. My instance is 21493. So join the Edge of the Abyss experience and then go to instance 21493. And you could be on the live just like Rodrigo Namba and CryptoFam420 are right now. You can see those folks here on the stream. I'm trying to find more voxelites. I got 10 more to go in this space. Yeah.
Let me get down some of these.
I gotta go to the top.
Let me get down some of these questions here. And as you close down that forum there, Joe.
Yes, sir. Well, you see, I want to make sure that I got the right number of people in the forum.
Well, we got to get enough
right? You got to get everybody who's here.
At the same time,
you know what I mean?
I got 4 pages more. Okay, you ready? I'm going to get another question going.
Go for it. Go for it.
When Dracula fix? Monday. Supposedly.
The developer who created Dracula is a Game Maker Fund developer, so they're a person just like you, and they said they were applying a fix on Monday.
We'll get more details on that over the weekend. Don't worry, folks. We are just as knowledgeable as you.
Oh, yeah.
Let me snag that question again. It is not too late, Alex. Not too late.
What happened?
Oh, Alex Florez is finally getting back to us.
Alex Kami
We might be able
Florez.
to do the thing.
Maybe, but also. No, I won't be able to do it on the live because I would have to have the password for our Twitch on the screen that you can see. Can't do that. But,
okay.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it ready. We'll get it prepped.
Maybe. I just told him maybe.
Yeah,
I updated that one.
Thank you.
All right. Let me get down some more of these questions as you close out.
On the forum, I did a little roll. I did a little rolly boy, a little rolly ma'am, a little miss roll. All right. Well, I'm hanging out with Hater Magnet, Petey Grows Broccoli, Wiz Kush, and Allison Chains here in the social space at the Edge of the Abyss. And user number 187 over on twitch.tv that wins the first Alpha Pass we'll give away on this live stream.
Is it a Facebook user?
No, it's twitch.tv.
So is Facebook?
It's Alterius 01.
I want somebody to not on Twitch win today. Just one time. Just one time.
That's right. Alterius 01. There we go. Sparky Snickle tagged them in the chat.
Congratulations.
But don't worry, we're going to do another giveaway. In just a few minutes, we'll do the Wizzy hat. And then a few more minutes, we'll do another Alpha Pass. All right? Let's get us some... I got to get myself some Voxelite. I'm trying to find it through this vast... Oh, I see one I missed right there. Look at that.
Gold Valkyrie, Port O'Connor, Texas. Oh. I grew up there. Don't worry. Sometimes you'll get that little twang out of me. It's so
Heck yeah, dog.
Hidden.
You
don't
get
worry.
that twang. You know what I mean?
And guys, if you are submitting questions here, I do see them, especially on YouTube.
Smurf.
I don't forget you. I don't forget about you.
New objective wanted to find Papa Smurf. Well, where you at, Papa? What's going on?
Where are you at, Papa? There we are.
Hey, Papi.
So now we're finding Papa Smurf. Some chatters were really curious of where Papa Smurf was at. So this
we got to go find him. But I also need Voxelite. Right. And I don't know why, but now I'm stuck in this lingo.
Or are you just you're just gonna go full into the accent now?
Don't you worry your pretty little head about it, okay?
Excellent. Our friend on YouTube, Horizontal, says, I can't play on Mac now. When open, it shows download new version, then I click it, and then the download file is an ex.exe.
Oh, okay. If you're having that issue, go to the website at sandbox.game, and instead of downloading the exe, click download alpha here in the top right, and click Mac OS, and download and install. Sandbox.game. Just click alpha, click download alpha, click Mac OS. Sorry about that. It's a good report, though. We'll take a note of that and send it. I'll tell you where Papa is for a pass, says Broccoli. Listen here, Broccoli.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I'm not trying.
I don't want to know. I don't know where your Papa is at. I don't need to know at this moment. Our friend Meta Sander on YouTube says, anyone having problems with NVIDIA and the game? Because whenever I hit record or screenshot, it doesn't work in game.
I am not having those issues, but to be fair, I don't use the built-in services by NVIDIA to do my recording. I always use OBS or other. Look at all these people who are definitely not standing on the spot where Papa Smurf is. It's definitely anywhere else.
He's not there. He's not there. Don't even worry about it.
Just look everywhere else really quickly. It's definitely not. Look at that. WizKush disagrees, all right?
There we go.
I agree with your disagree. All right, we're hanging out. Let's have a chat, Papa Smurf. Oh.
Well, Joseph, G is Us asks, why were the Snoop avatars added to the raffle ticket system, especially at 100 tickets when access is only 30 tickets?
Your feedback.
There you have it.
I mean, the fact is, everything that we do during this alpha, during this test, is malleable. It's like clay in your hands as a community. If the community comes together and they say, hey, you know, we bought 10,000 doggy avatars built and designed exclusively for the Sandbox game, can we get raffle tickets to represent our investment in that? And those 10,000 people say, I think that's a good idea. Then what does it hurt? You know what I mean? Like, yes, of course, it does change kind of on a small level, the odds that an individual might have if they were only completing the quests. But at the same time, a reward for somebody who helped contribute toward the future of the Sandbox game, that's not bad, you know? So when it's something that is free, like these raffle tickets are, that, you know, people don't have to mint, it's going to be kind of similar when you look at like the later systems, like the Ethos Points system. In earlier discussions about Ethos Points, one of the things that I was talking about is like if you see a moderator in the game and they're allowed to issue Ethos Points for people who are just nice. You know what I mean? If I see Lampster of 79, sorry, nice. If I see Lampster of 79 in the game, and Lampster of 79 is guiding somebody around and the Ethos Point system was in place, I may be able to issue them and just go like, you know what, here's 10 points to Gryffindor for being a good kid. You know what I mean? For being a good human being. And so, is that a bad thing? I don't think so. I think it's good to reward the community for being community members, for being good community members, all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, Jazz Wolf, the instance is 21493.
Right. And sorry about the I just had a comment from Merrick Ja. I'm gonna butcher that, of course. That wheel sound is extremely annoying in all caps. Don't forget, guys. I can read.
Is that your wheel sound, Conrad?
And I did forget to turn on my crisper today, so I apologize about my background noise. So if my dogs go crazy, you'll end up hearing those too.
Heck yeah.
Which normally you wouldn't be able to.
So
my bad, guys. I'll try and keep my wheel spinning a little cooler today.
That's how. No, wait. But real talk, I want to address that in a different way. That's how many comments you guys are leaving. You know what I mean? If we're going to be able to answer if you're questioning how many questions come through in the chat here on this live stream.
Oh yeah, I I got to really
that's
scroll,
how many
don't
questions there are. He's literally got to go to get to all the questions that you guys are asking. And they're great questions so far, so thank you for submitting them. But you can also get some of these questions addressed over on our official Discord. If you can't get in there, then you can get them addressed on the Telegram as well. Trying to find... Whoop! Fell to my doom. The last 4.
Oh, man. Okay. We are on page 10 of notes, by the way, guys, if you must know.
Oh, snap.
For today's stream. So that'll give you a little bit of an idea of what some of the background production can go into. There's a lot of questions. Alrighty. And it's just sorting through them and making sure that, all the overlapping ones get answered. So here we are. Our friend Hari on YouTube asks, so if I win an Alpha Pass from a daily contest, can I get it from the raffle as well?
No. So an individual should be winning 1 Alpha Pass. An individual. So the wallets themselves are individually checked to see if you've already won one, and then we don't issue a second one to that same wallet, to the same account, And that's where, the question came in earlier talking about how an individual had something like 20, And while we're out here putting in all these different measures to ensure that this happens as little as possible, that, the question of, was it them and their grandma and their aunt and, their aunt's 4 children all working together, and then they sent them all to one place? There's different things we have to look into if those kinds of situations arise, but by design, one person, one
our friends with 24 currently that we're going to be looking into.
That's the thing we have to individually look into and see what kind of action we have to take against their accounts.
Right. And just so you guys do know, there is no bot taking down these questions. If you had a bot that could just read these questions and record them for me, let me know. If you want to make one, I would love to have one, because as far as I'm aware, there's no possible way to do this other than manual. So here we are.
No way to do it but to do it,
No way to do it but to do it. And of course, these notes aren't just questions from you guys. They're also my personal notes as well. So, and they always get bigger and bigger. And our friend Crypto Dude on YouTube says, why does the new update not let Mac users just play? Mac just want to play.
You have to be more specific about what issues you're experiencing. Because according to Mac users as of the same day that update released, it did allow them to play right away. They were having issues before that update where they were saying, hey, it didn't load at all. And then that update came out and users in our chat right here went like, yeah, it works now. This is great. So I don't know.
Right. And we had some folks say that the actual map was working after that update as well. So if you have continued issues, try and report them down to the dev team on the Discord. That way we can get some more of these hot fixes sent out, because this is the first time that it's been on Mac at all, right?
That's right. And this is an alpha, so the feedback is critical. To know how it's breaking and why is the purpose of any alpha test. So as we continue through these multiple alphas over the coming months, there's going to be a lot of this kind of feedback that's necessary so that we can all get a high quality product. I see you. I see you. I got a voxelite over there. Did you see that?
I did see that.
I'm going to go get it.
Okay. And Metasander says, okay, question. After yesterday's update, I had the game on max resolution today, but the game was so laggy, like FPS issues. It's like the game is running on the CPU and not the GPU. Any idea why?
Well, let's have a look. I'll show you kind of the way that it performs right now. Currently, we do use a lot of CPU in the spaces that are social hubs. So that's to do with the way that users interact with each other. And it isn't operating as much on a GPU for those kinds of functions. So if you're having issues with that, try it on a single player experience and see if you're reporting the same thing. And if you are, then once again, give feedback about how and why. And it really helps to know what your computer's made of. So if you've never done a DXDIAG, DXDiag in the of course this only works, that's a Windows command, but having your equivalent Mac specs, if you're running on Mac, all of that stuff is very useful. Very useful to make sure that things get optimized, because we do have some hardware. I want to climb that ladder. That's what I see, a Voxel or Voxelite in there. Anyway, we have some hardware in-house, but our hardware is essentially like a couple of i5s and M1s, and so if you have something that varies from that, then it becomes another, another series of tech supports.
iMan on YouTube is trying to give me some advice for my scroll wheeling. Unfortunately, I have software that I open up before I go onto the program where I join Joseph here on the live, and I did not do that today because I was in a hurry. So that's why you're getting all my background noise. I definitely have had this problem taken care of. Unfortunately, I am an intelligent one today. We're moving too quick. Way too quick.
Metasander says 3060 and an i7 11th gen. No idea why it is so laggy. Meta, if you're having that issue, like I said, that's... Yeah, it could be an individual thread that you're having trouble with, like as if it's a single thread process. And I didn't really look into that myself, but as I look at performance and I look at the CPU, I open my resource monitor, views. So there's not a lot on the service CPU itself. The totals pretty even across the board, but looking a little less responsive on certain cores. So it could be that some of the single thread processing is too high and we want to run it on a multi-thread architecture, but that would mean a significant change. And you can see I'm running an i9 10900K on this PC. So yeah, there's a lot of different factors. So send in the information though. So Sweden Flem over on Facebook says, this is a pay to win, right? It's not, actually. You literally can't. It's not just free to play, but it's pay to earn. Or play to earn, rather. Pay to earn. Play to earn right. Experience. I just saw P2W and I was thinking pay.
I love it. I love it.
So you play in the Sandbox game. You have a chance to win an Alpha Pass just for playing. If you win an Alpha Pass, then that also means you get free cryptocurrency for completing quests. So currently, I am tracking 230 Sand Token rewards, where each Sand Token is roughly, I think it's about $3 right now. $2.80. Yeah, that's what it is. $2.80 each right now. So I'm currently tracking, getting a good 300 right there. Maths. I'm not mathing at all. 600, almost $600 worth of crypto that I've earned from completing the quests and having an Alpha Season 2 pass. And we're completing quests as we're playing right now. So you can see I'm at 26 out of 30.
Sudan asks, are you paid by the dev? This is the official live.
We are, sort of, the dev. I'm not actually a developer, but I am part of staff for the Sandbox game. So it's my job to answer your questions here on this show.
I like to help. And as we continue on to some more of these questions, it's great to pick that one out of the grouping there. GSS says, oh, we already got past that one. My bad. Our good friend Darren says, is it possible to make a PvP game in the Sandbox experience?
Not currently, but there is a physics system. So you can see the physics where we can interact with the world. That's pretty solid. There can be objects. You could design it where you could kick around this box, right? If you're a developer in the Game Maker and you can make those games for free, you could kick around a box. But what happens right now is that you load this instance and HamZ10 right here would not be able to see if I kicked the box unless the box was in the same place on HamZ's screen. So if I load first, I kick the box first, I'll see the box get kicked, and HamZ won't see it get kicked. And then HamZ will come in, the box will spawn separately for them. In order for it to be possible to have multiplayer PvP, it needs to be possible that when I kick the box, Hamzy sees I kicked it. And that's not there yet. And then, on top of that, it needs to be possible that when I interact with the physics, that Hamzy can also then interact with the physics, and I see their response in the hit. So there's already, that's 2 layers of physics engine that need to be built. My ability for them to see it, and then my ability to interact with an object at the same time as Hamzy. And hopefully not see that box propel straight up into space, like a la Skyrim or something, right? And then, beyond that, it is having a person take damage as a result of a user's action. And Hamzy, yes, you see the box on the live stream because the box is a stationary object. It's not set with physics right now. If it was something that we could move, we could kick it around based on the way that the dev created it, like some crates are in a few games that we've seen so far, or, you know, maybe a soccer ball or something like that, right? You would have that happen. So, you know, there's the ability to deal damage to each other is another third layer that needs to be implemented. All of this, of course, is in development by our team here, and it's being made in such a way that when it goes into the game maker, you don't have to know how to code in order to make that work. And that's critical, because the core thing about the game maker software right now is we're doing a lot of extra work to make sure that you don't have to do that extra work. You don't have to know how to code to make a game in the Sandbox Game Maker.
Right. And Joseph, as our time is starting to come down to the end of it, as it's 7:09 for us here in the evening.
Yes, sir.
Good friend. And as this Friday night has already been going by so fast.
Literally.
Just a reminder for those, like, so quickly. Just a reminder for those doing the Twitter contest that are just joining us now. Always refresh those pages. Sometimes it's still going to be buggy. We're trying to get those hot fixes out. And if you're having trouble with Draculas Castle, the developer said that there could be an update as early as Monday to fix some of those problems. But otherwise, I am going to close out questions for the rest of the evening because we're full up. We have
pages. He's got
questions.
pages of questions.
We got pages and pages. If anything, I probably have your question here. The explanation points and caps locks.
Migs of N asks, did it get fixed yet? The Twitter giveaway. You saw me verify it on the stream earlier. Migs, right. If you joined us earlier, we did verify that my selfie of me worked as a verified button, but wouldn't work when it was checked, of course, later. When it gets checked by somebody, they're not going to verify my address. They're not going to verify my picture because it's not a real picture, and they'll have to re-roll it. Sorry, devs, if you're over there re-rolling that. In the meantime, folks,
we there's our forum, and we have a bunch of folks in the future on Saturday already having a great day.
That's right.
And how is the future, guys?
How is the future? I hope the future is well.
Alrighty, but let's get on to some of these questions, Joe, as we're probably going to spend the next half an hour sitting here answering your questions on the live.
I put a stealthy link.
You're
going to want to click that. Click the link. Click it. Click it.
Oh my goodness. You're scaring me. I thought I'm missing something here.
No. See, there's a link in the chat right now, and I just want the chat to be able to see the link. We put the link in the chat, and this is the Wizzy Hat form. All right, so the Wizzy the Green's Lucky Hat NFT that's given away exclusively on this live stream. Fill it out.
Right?
You can use that. Yes,
you guys got this. And Louise yourself on YouTube says, please remove Draculas Castle and shame it for the sandbox. I'm going to make sure that the Draculas Castle is the only experience available specifically for your account, Louise.
Conrad is getting toxic in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. He's toxic in the chat.
Everything in my power. I happen to like it. It's just got some bugs.
I think that's the thing is, especially I saw a comment earlier, right? I saw a comment similar to that on Twitter. It didn't say, hey, get rid of it, but it was like, hey, this is junk, it's garbage. And then I had mentioned to them that it was an individual who created this experience that was literally you, the viewer, right now, the person watching, could make a game just like that one. If you believe that it is not up to standard, I understand. You have an opportunity to download the Game Maker client for free on the website at sandbox.game. Create a better
It's not
Draculas
hard.
Castle.
I know I couldn't do it.
Get in there.
And of course, Louise, we want to see messing with you.
You could get published in next alpha. All right. In the next alpha, your game could be the one published and featured, just like those folks who participated in the Sandbox Alpha Game Jam contest. And you're seeing Game Jam, community created experiences coming up here. Draculas Castle, similar in that way, and you'll see that highlighted with GMF. We have other GMF experiences coming up, and if you find issues in them, we encourage you to submit the glitches that you find, and the devs are more than happy to work on those glitches. That's why we talked about an update coming on Monday, because the developer who created it said, I hear you, I see you, and this community developer that's just like you said, I'll go fix it. So we got chances.
Right.
We got chances.
Okay. And as that forum is still getting filled out, let's try and quick fire these questions, Joe. Let's see if we can get better at this.
Do it.
All right. Kari on YouTube says, will there be any announcement on the doggies?
Yeah, sort of. Doggies, today, you got tickets because you own a doggy. If you do, I don't.
When can I use them, though?
The tickets are part of the pool right now.
Can I use
doggies can be used about halfway through the alpha. If I was to guess, I could be wrong, but maybe the same day that Snoop Dogg's 4Play releases. That's a pretty good date for that.
We just gotta wait for the 4Play in order to play with our doggies.
Can you chat? Arrest this man. FBI, open up. Y'all are crazy.
I tried so hard to keep a straight face on that
Y'all
one. These are all
for
legitimate things here in
He's
the
crazy
Sandbox.
for this one, chat.
Puns are intended. Our friend Luke Phillips is still updated the game yesterday and is stuck on the loading screens.
Yes, thank you. We finally got to Luke's question. Luke, you were here way earlier, and I said we're gonna do it. Hey, so here's the thing, Luke. If you're having an issue connecting, what I would recommend you do is try to use a VPN and relocate yourself digitally to either the Eurozone or North America or let's say South Korea, just for the sake of being central in the Pacific zone, Asia Pacific. So if you do that, I think that you're going to actually increase your connection reliability. And that's really the issue, is when it tries to load and it might accidentally load you in Paris when I had this happen for me specifically when I was playtesting. I had an issue loading, and then it went, okay, well, let me try to turn on the NA servers and see if it works better for you. I saw a streamer the other day have that issue. So, and I got in there and I was like, okay, well, try a VPN and see if you can get connected there. And I'm pretty sure that worked out for them. They didn't come back to me with something else. So, all right.
Okay. And yes, chat, it is Friday. We're cutting loose a little bit, making the jokes. We're closing it down. Don't worry. And yes, that forum is closed
today. Conrad is a savage today. Conrad needed a nap. He didn't nap.
I did not get one, that's for sure.
He didn't nap. It's a savage, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Joseph, who do we got in the winner's seat for this Wizzy the Green?
The 411th submission to our forum that I rolled while we were answering that question. Over on YouTube.com. Christopher...
A YouTube?
Mahine. Christopher...
There you go.
Mahinay Mahine is our second winner tonight. You're winning the Wizzy the Green NFT that is exclusive to these live streams. There's only going to ever be 200 of those. So you won a very limited asset today. And you can use it inside any single-player combat-based experience in the Sandbox game. So look forward to it as Snoop Dogg's 4Play releases. If you have your hat distributed to you by Alex before then you can wear it when you're hanging out in Snoop's party mansion.
Right. And congratulations to you, our friend, as we
have
continue on with
1,000 messages in the chat for today's show right now.
Oh, I'm aware. Here we go. Hopefully that can clear that up for you, Luke. Ivan Nunez, my favorite chatter over on YouTube, says, "Is Dagami a good purchase?"
Oh, Dagami. Yeah. I mean, they're a partner of ours, right? If I'm never going to speak ill on any one of our partners. You know what I mean? We're all friends. There's no reason why one is, better or worse necessarily than the other. But I would recommend just, it's a pretty common term, and I don't want you to think that I don't love you for it, but you got to do your own research on what you think is a good financial investment. I cannot give advice to that on this show. However, if you follow me over on Twitter, you're pretty much going to see everything that I buy because I'm excited about it. And whenever I pick up something, I'm like, yeah, this is cool. I like this. And I share it, So.
Right. And Kanye Westside over on Twitch says, "Can't wait to come home and play Snoop Dogg's Foreplay for 69 minutes because I'll have to go to work."
Nice.
Welcome to Friday and an early Saturday for some of you wonderful folks.
We're wild right now. We're wild on a Saturday morning over in South Korea. You know what I mean? We're wild on a Saturday morning in Japan.
Our friend Crypto Dude on YouTube says, "How are you guys playing with the Mac? I downloaded the update, but it says I can't open it because there isn't an application to open to."
If you download the executable, it's not an exe, but it is still a zipped package on Mac. You need to install it first, and then you should be able to use the dashboard to open the client. If you're having an issue with that, you may have an issue where your web browser has not allowed you to open an external application with the dashboard. In which case, you're going to have to go to your settings on your browser and make a change so that you can say, yes, I allow this website to open external applications, being the one you just downloaded.
Eric's looking for some teasers on the Bored Ape Yacht Club Animoca Brands partnership.
Oh, that's a question that just hit. Yeah.
Right.
Can we get Eric BC Lim?
I want to know. I particularly grabbed this one, even though I closed out questions for folks. I want to know about this one.
Eric, the teaser that I can give you, which is I'm not allowed to tell you anything, is that you don't have to own a Bored Ape or a Mutant Ape to be eligible for what's coming. You just have to be willing to do the know your customer services or know your consumer services. So for me, that meant, like as if I was signing up for a website like Coinbase or Binance in the US.
I'm with chat right now. Easy. I'm like, let's do it.
There it is. Yeah, easy. Free. It's free. You got to dox me. All right. So the cool thing is the service that Animoca Brands partnered with for this is a ubiquitous service for all Animoca Brands properties. So if there was a need for a know your customer service on the Sandbox game, we would use the exact same service, meaning you don't have to keep distributing your information to people over and over and over in all these different companies, because you can use the one service to connect across multiple platforms for Animoca Brands. So if you do the thing where you do, like I did, upload your a photo of your passport into the app, and a proof of your residency, like an electric bill, which is what I used, then anytime that comes up from an Animoca Brands property, it's already still there. You don't have to deal with it over and over. So it was nice.
Okay. Do we have looks like we got some raiders coming in.
Oh, another raid for me? Thank you.
Right.
We got like 10 minutes left on this stream on the time slot, but we got a lot of questions.
Right. We have so many questions. Okay, let's try and go back to them here. Maria Dukes over on YouTube says, we have to own a pass for the Snoop experience? What's up with that?
Okay, not for this one.
This is different?
Critically, due to the title of it being a foreplay experience. Yep.
It is a teaser, if you will.
It's a teaser
for what is to come. and, and the Snoop Dogg passes. There's so many. Oh my goodness gracious, folks! They just made it too easy. Don't flame me. Don't judge me. I'm just just doing what I'm told. As we move on, Joe, do you have another forum for us by chance that I could distract away from?
I'm gonna die, Conrad.
We're having a great time on the stream tonight. Don't worry, folks.
We're just so another question, please. Another question, please.
Here we are. Alrighty. And Michael Halt on YouTube asks, can you put a picture on a 1x1 land, or is it only going to be for 2x2s and ups?
You can put a picture on a 1x1 land. In the game client, as you can see here, when I click on Alpha, you can actually see the experiences, and there's an individual photo that has been uploaded from many of them, including this custom photo. This is Game Jam 04. So the game client zooms in a bit more versus what the game or the map itself. If I go back out to the map and I show you this here, and while I'm doing that, chat, stealth link incoming. Make sure you fill out this link if you want to win the Alpha Season 2 pass.
And don't forget, folks, in order to own a wallet, you have to be 18 or plus.
That is true. That is true.
We're all adults here.
We are all adults in this chat, I assume. But the space right here, this space, this 24 by 24 space with 576 individual land parcels is where every one of these experiences is being published today. So if you're playing in the alpha, you're only playing in this box right now. And as things go, as UGC becomes prominent, as we unlock things for the world, and we zoom out and we start to look at the size of the metaverse, you start to realize how many games and experiences will be available to the public soon. TM. Soon. Trademark. You got a huge amount of experiences, a lot of content, and critically, inside the sandbox space you saw, as the question was, the map looks different. It looks a lot different. So you'll be able to have an individual image on your space in the client, and it'll be zoomed in like this, so it's a little bit more efficient. A little bit more efficient.
Right. Well, our friend Glue06 on YouTube says, how can I get my 10 tickets from the feedback from Season 1 if my old account was hacked?
Right, I was about to... I kind of figured that was going to be the case. If you... Yeah, the feedback forms were associated with the wallet. The wallet is the account, not the email address, not the password. It's always been just the wallet itself is the account. So if you lost your wallet or it was otherwise compromised, I'm sorry, there's no way to transfer your whitelist. Because that whitelist was pre-written way before, and to go and individually dig through and find just your wallet, erase that, put in another one, re-upload it, do that, it ends up being a large amount of work when you think about 2 million registered users.
Okay. And our friend Samir asks, can you extend the days for the Season 2? I just bought a new computer, but it arrives on the 17th.
We cannot. But don't worry, there are more seasons coming, not just Season 2. This is just a foreplay for what's coming. We've got Seasons 3, Seasons... redacted. Can't tell you the number of seasons, but hey, there's going to be more. More alpha.
Killing me.
Then we get to beta. Then we're full release. We're having a good time along the way. You're playing to earn. What's next, Conrad?
Okay. Is there a swap gate glitch, or did I do something wrong? Is there a way to just go through the gates and get to the other experiences?
I'm a bit confused by that, but if you want to fast travel to a different experience, go to the website at sandbox.game, click Alpha. You'll be on the Play tab by default, and you can just click on all the ones that don't have a check mark, or ones which you have quests left. Essentially, once they get that green check mark, you know you've done all the quests on the space if you want to just do the quests, or you can quick travel to a place because your friends are there. So if your friends are in the Zalia Sanctuary, you can just click on it here, and you can click play in the bottom right, and then you're on your way.
And 322 confirmed says, "Hi guys, any idea when it's going to be possible to stack M-Sand from Venly wallets? I see that the Matic bridge is not available. I thought about creating a new wallet in MetaMask, but it's really not an option in my current situation."
So I assume that Venly services operating like any other Web3 wallet should have compatibility, but it may be, I'm sure that they do. I'm sure they do. It's an Ethereum tech. You're going to want to make sure that you add the Polygon network to your wallet. So open the Venly wallet. If you don't have the wallet app itself, go to their website at Venly. And on their website, just add the extra network for the Polygon network, and that should allow you to stake if you're having issues with that. It really depends on your, like, some of your issue may be related to your personal technical know-how, and I don't know the amount of experience you have with that. So it's hard to troubleshoot live, but you could ask on Discord, send some screenshots or whatever, but never of any QR codes or seed phrases. We don't want that stuff. And then, you know, describe what issues you're having, and we can get the support there to help as well. If not me, if support can't figure it out, if you're an ambassador in the chat, or frankly an individual in the chat, and you have a question on the Discord and nobody's helping you, tag me specifically at TheVisionEX. You'll see right now my name is orange there, and I'll help you. It might take me a while to help you because I might be doing other things, but I'll get to it.
It's Friday night, so
it's Friday night.
It goes. And as that forum is still out there,
you got a lot of people in the chat right now.
If you're still struggling with the Draculas Castle experience, just know, once again, if you're just tuning in, there is going to be an update supposedly on Monday to help fix with that. And the difference between the 4-play Snoop Dogg experience is going to be an experience that all of us can go in and complete some quests on. And a doggy is something that is going to be able to be used later on this season as an avatar in the sandbox. They were NFTs that people could purchase, and they got whitelisted for. And
I recognize his
fun,
name. Hey, Brown Skull, what's up in the chat? No, you're the GOAT.
There we go.
Brown Skull's the greatest of all time.
It for real?
I mean, in the chat, I'm seeing them. They look like the greatest of all time to me. I don't know.
Excellent. Here we go. And Mr. Winning 247 says, "Why does a doggy avatar have 100 ticket value when the floor price was considered higher for the passes? Earlier access passes and private party passes only garner 30 tickets. And why do the doggies get added? How are these weighted?" And just asking for a friend, I imagine, was the intention there.
Sure. They don't get weighted, essentially. The price in the free market is at the discretion of the users who choose to sell them on secondary. If we adjusted the ticket price for every asset that we, the community says, hey, can you please make this eligible? If we adjusted the ticket price for all of those based on their current going rate on OpenSea, it would be a full-time job for multiple people probably to go manage that, because it's going to change this second. Somebody just bought a season 1 pass, somebody sold a season 2 pass. Somebody bought a doggy and sold a private party pass. You know what I mean? So we can't go, with that in mind. Of course, we could have said everything was worth 30, but then the users' initial feedbacks were, well, I had the season 1 pass and I felt like I held it purely for the reward from this season. So we take everything, we take everything kind of on the fly and work with it based on your input. If there's a large sum of people who say the passes are worth the same or more, maybe that gets adjusted too. But then there's going to be the reflexive people who say, well, now there's not enough rewards for people who just play to earn. They don't have the ability to buy those. So we'll keep adjusting. That's what alphas are all about.
Hot fixes out every day. Love it. And Irene says, I revoked contest event Twitter app. How can I reconnect my Twitter app?
on the individual pop-up, control F5 and see if that works. Twitter specifically, I didn't have that issue. I didn't revoke it, so unfortunately I can't give like great feedback for this, but I know some users in the chat did fix that issue. They had that issue on day 1, and then they fixed it before day 2. So ask on the Discord if you know, logging out and logging back into your account or something doesn't fix it.
Right. And Little Nori says, will gems be randomized, and will there be predictable schedule of releases like an APR? Will there be locked gems? Just cut and paste this right in.
Okay. Gem allocation is at this time random reward. In the testing, they are like an APR. In that they roll out the same way that the sand did, but none of that is final or even close to final with regards to what is the end game distribution for you, the user. That is very much something that we just change all the time internally to say, does it feel good? And then take feedback on it. But, you know, quite just to be quite plain, the only people who actually have access to gems and catalysts right now are Seb, Alex, I think Voxel Bunny, and Gatto, and that's it. I think. Maybe a couple more people, but that's how closed it is. That's how still in test it is, that there's just a really small handful of people that distribute them manually to the artists right now. So it's pretty far off.
Alrighty, and that'll play into Ivan, who's asking, when do you think we can open up our lands to people? And another question that I see them trying to get answered as well currently is also, can we lock people out of our lands? Can we ban folks?
The only way to lock people out, sort of, would be to restrict access to your land to those people who do own an NFT. So that's all the only way in is with an NFT. And then
gotta have your access key.
Exactly, you have your access pass, right? Now, so you can give things to all your friends or whatever, right? And keep it private that way. But if they buy one on secondary, what can you do? Internally, there will be moderation tools that may be able to fix that in the future, but the moderation tools are still kind of rudimentary at this time. We have account level restrictions that would be global for now.
Right.
But smaller, as things continue to get better, longer, more developed, the moderation tools will get more refined and more decentralized as well. So you would have that option much later.
Our friend Bubsy on Twitch asks, I put ETH into my Sandbox wallet on the website. Now what?
Nice. Well,
right.
Your wallet on the website is not actually on the website. It's an important thing that people get wrong all the time, and that's okay, right? We all have to learn what it means. So when you look at my wallet right here in the top right, I've got some ETH, I've got some sand right now, but there's no button here. There's no wallet, right? Because my wallet is the external. This is being read off of the Ethereum blockchain, right? It's not actually a wallet in the website at sandbox.game. So for me, I use the Brave browser wallet, which is MetaMask, and all of those balances will be in my wallet. For you, if you don't know which one you're using and you sign in with Google or you sign in with Facebook, something like that, maybe you sign in with Twitter, then you're using a Venly wallet. And you can go to the website for Venly specifically, and you can sign into your wallet there, and you'll see the same balance of ETH that you bought and you sent to that wallet address. And then you can manage it however you like. If you want to use that to go to maybe a DeFi space and buy some sand so that you can buy some things in the market, that's up to you, right? There's a red Blaze Saber right now. Is this Blaze Games? Yeah, it is. This definitely a Blaze Saber with a sander crystal in it, 21 sand. So you can pick that up right now. All you have to do is convert that ETH to sand, and then each transaction that happens on the marketplace for now is happening as on the Ethereum blockchain. So later on down the road, you want to have that on the Polygon network. But for now, yeah. Okay.
Right. And no, unfortunately, I did close down questions, so we are not quite
just because we got loads more. We got loads more.
I got 4 more pages, so if you ask something that's not going to get answered today, make sure to join us either over the weekend for some other friends. I know, Joe, you have a stream in the morning as well, and then we'll be back. We'll be back here throughout the rest of the week answering questions all throughout the alpha on the live.
Oh, real quick, so I don't leave you guys hanging, because Jacob Radka asks who won. Over on Twitch.tv.
About to get to it.
User number 305.
Who won?
Is that Miami? That's Miami. That's funny. I RNG'd the Miami area code. Ladies and gentlemen, Hater Magnet Crypto on Twitch.tv.
Hater Magnet Crypto. What a name.
The winner of the second Alpha Pass giveaway of this live stream. We'll give away 2 more tomorrow morning, my time, morning, at 7 p.m. UTC with Alex Florez and myself on the live. So if you're interested, come back then. One thing to note about tomorrow, it is the weekend. That means that there will not be new content. This is an opportunity for you to get those quests done that you didn't have a chance to complete during the week. Maybe enter in those social contests that you didn't have a chance to complete. Taking a couple days off, chilling, relaxing. Alex and I will be back, of course, in the morning. But there's no good morning, afternoon, evening show on this coming Saturday because we're here Alpha 5 days a week for you. That'll be, it'll be Sunday for some of those folks. But that is at 7 UTC. 7 p.m.
I might be
UTC.
up with you in the morning. We'll see how tomorrow's morning show goes.
There we go.
Do we want to pop out some more to these questions as we're closing it out here?
Let's go ahead and do one more, and then we'll get on to the rating. And of course, we can continue to, if you do have questions, as we continue, you can ask them over on Discord. We got a lot of lovely ambassadors who are helping out there. Some dedicated folks specifically to those questions, and then also, if you are interested. If you can't get enough of the Sandbox, you're hanging out late tonight or later on this morning, depending on where you are, in about 2 hours and 20 minutes, Touche from Touche Studios, which is one of our Game Maker Fund featured creators in this alpha, is going to be streaming for 24 hours straight if they can stay awake. All the Sandbox, all the time. That's
Daddy
right.
Touche doing the work.
Daddy
I love
Touche.
it.
Daddy Touche.
Oh my goodness. All right. So as a final question here, I just want to clarify it for all of our concerned users here. SROXX on YouTube says some people have multiple accounts. What do you think about multiple accounts, Joseph?
Yeah, I mean, we have to use discretion as a sandbox to determine if you having 3 accounts, or it's you and your mother and your father have 3 accounts and you're all 18 plus, right? Because it happens all over the world. People have extended families that live with them, right? They experience a lot of the same things. Maybe you live in the Philippines right now and you're looking at the Sandbox game and you're thinking to yourself, all I have to do is play this game and I've got a chance to earn 500 sand at $3 US a piece. I can make, a month's salary in a week. Would you do it? You and your mom and your dad will probably sign up. You'll probably be playing. So we have to use our discretion with these sorts of things and do, to the best of our ability, stop any kind of nonsense like we see. And of course, there's going to be a couple things that slip through the cracks on the way. Like I said, we had a user report earlier that there was somebody who has 24 passes currently. But I want to leave the caveat that as I haven't looked into that yet, but it's important to also understand that we do have some featured partners on this. So there are other people, and you'll want to search the Twitterverse for this, but there are other people out there, live streamers that have pre-existing contracts. There was somebody that a day before the alpha came out was playing closed content that they weren't supposed to be playing live on the stream out of Italy. Very nice person. They had no idea they weren't supposed to be playing it on the live stream yet. and they're supposed to be doing giveaways from my understanding. I could be wrong about the giveaway portion, but I know they had exclusive early access and the ability to live stream that content. And some of our ambassadors were like, whoa, is this person supposed to be live? And I was like, nope. And I had to go in there not knowing Italian, translate to Italian and be like, sorry, this is under a non-disclosure agreement. And they were like, I'm sorry, my manager just told me, right? So we have partners like that may have those alpha passes in bulk for distribution directly from their manager to their community. So there may be situations like that where things could get hyped up and people might think like, well, it's not fair that they have this number, but based on those partnerships that were made to help get more Sand Fam here, watching these streams, hanging out, creating great content, and building in the metaverse. But Conrad, speaking of people who make great content, I'm over here on twitch.tv/thesandboxgame. And as we start to wrap it up,
about to find, I know you're probably going to try and look for somebody new, right?
No, but, actually.
Okay, you did remember. Because I was seeing some. I'm seeing some wonderful folks who I've never seen before on the live. I just want to point them out. Though tonight we did say Go West is your night.
That's right. It is Go West night. I forgot about that. Very good.
But otherwise, I just want to point out some wonderful folks like Santa Burr, Crayon 2K, and David Omega. I see you guys playing. Not animated. Oh, classic
Not
name
animated.
Right there.
Actually, I was going to stream or raid not animated. So if you're a part of the Spanish-speaking community and you're watching live with us, I would recommend watching not animated. They are a really high charisma bilingual streamer that has official support from the Sandbox game. Not animated, you may see them post inside of the official Discord when they go live. But you should check them out. They're very nice. They're very helpful. They can teach you basically anything you need to know in your preferred language.
Plus, he's got that beautiful beard.
It's a...
You know me, Joe. I got something about beards.
All right, it's a luscious beard.
Love a guy with a beard.
So in the meantime, in between time, we're going to raid Go West 927, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get a little party love out here. All right. We're going to raid them over on twitch.tv. So join us over on twitch.tv/Go West 927. No spaces. All right. We're going to go hang out with Go West. They're a great community member. Always making great and engaging questions here in the chat, by the way. And if you live stream leading up to the end of our live stream, we could be rating you. So if you're having fun playing in the Sandbox game, we've rated a few people. One person, it was literally their first day they had ever been streaming. Another person said it's the first time they'd ever played the Sandbox game and they had just one person watching. So let's help give you the bump. Let's get the Sand Fam in there over here on twitch.tv. We're queued up. There's 229 people right now. Thank you, everybody over on YouTube as well for hanging out over on twitch.tv, Facebook, D-Live, Theta. You guys are awesome. We're going to raid. It looks like 210 people are going to drop in. So let's go have some fun over there on that.
Let's do it, chat. Let's hit them. Give that support.
There we go. All right, Go West. Go West got the raid right now. Go West has a beautiful stream frame. Do you see in this, Conrad?
Right. I'm seeing
Look at this frame. It's a nice, unique little shape. Love to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching once again. We're going to come back to you. Alex, myself, bringing the dream team back, you know what I mean? We've been doing it for many years, and we're going to be here for you on Saturday morning, my morning, maybe your afternoon, maybe your evening, starting 7 p.m. UTC. Thanks again, everybody, and we'll see you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Screw it. I'll see you tomorrow too, chat.
Oh, Condad's going to be there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, we're going to make it a party. I'm invading. This is a sneak peek for you. Don't worry about it. This is my box. We move in the box. That's how we get the moves, my friends.